Hello and welcome. I'm Anthony Hudson. Thanks for joining us for Saturday afternoon football. Today, we are at the MCG. What a fine day for footy. And with me in the box, former Melbourne captain Gary Lyon.
Thanks, Hannah. I've been looking forward to this one all week.
Today's match, Carlton and West Coast. Confidence, they're looking sharp, and the crowd are appreciating it. The banners look great as the players get set to run through them.
It's a big day for West Coast forwards. If they can get on top of the Carlton defence, they'll go a long way to winning the game.
Confidence, they're looking sharp, and the crowd are appreciating it. The banners are ready for the players. The captains prepare for the toss of the coin. The Blues kicking to the right of screen. Round 19. What an exciting matchup we have here today. And here we go. It's Carlton taking on West Coast. Gets a hand to the ball. With the ball is Curnow. Cripps gets a quick kick away. Easily takes the mark. 25 metres out. McKay going for number one. Gets some reward for his efforts. Carlton gets the first goal on the board. Natanui won the hit out. Takes that one strongly. Kennedy moves it now. Doherty runs after the ball. Well collected. Martin hangs on to that one. Keeps the kick low. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Shuey looking to track down the footy. Simpson slick with the hands. That doesn't look good. He must be injured. Well, it looks like that's the day over for Cruiser. Mark Bonetz. 50 metres from home. He slams it towards goal. A good result there, and that's a goal for Carlton. They get around him after that effort. Carlton have kicked the last two goals. Carlton getting the fast start. Scoops up the ball. Marchbank releases by hand. Walsh throws the ball away. Darling elects to kick. Hearn marks. Decides to kick. A chance to reload the attack now. Uses it by foot. Good mark by Curnow. Curnow has resources out wide. Duggan collects the loose ball. Gaff picks up the loose ball. With quick hands, she grabbed it clean. Ball spills. Allen gets the loose ball. Snaffled up by Ryan. The drop punt goes straight between the big sticks. Gets his first. Look at them celebrate that effort. West Coast slot their first goal. Back in the middle, has the rucks go at it. Vardy won the tap. Shuey short by hand. Couldn't quite with the mark. Gets the handball away. Redden finds possession. Petreski-Seaton collects it. A goal will see the scores all level. It's easily in reach for West Coast.
Now they'll look to trap this ball inside their own 50 and cause a turnover. He'll have to do better than that next time.
Wiedering searching for a teammate. Wiedering kicks hard along the boundary line. Chose to kick it. He wins the ball in the air. Simpson tucks it into the pocket. Picked up now. Kicks hurriedly. A good job keeping it in play there. An easy grab for Nunes. Puts boot to ball. Darling uses the body roll. Handballs. Fighting hard was Rioli. Redden, a chance to grab the lead for his side. With the point. The Eagles only trailing by less than a goal. Simpson plays on. Kicks it out of the back half. Winning the ball in the air was Nunes. Goes with the kick. Great mark in the pack. Hutchins channels a long kick. Cameron with the mark. It has to be a big kick to get it from there. He heads for home. The ball ends up going to ground. Nunes to take the free. Goes by foot. What do you make of the game so far, Gary?
There's some great skills on display right now.
Shuey going for broke now. They'll need to convert better from those opportunities. Less than a goal the difference. West Coast right in this.
That's a really poor finish there. Had to find a way to do better.
Simpson deciding where to go with the kicking. Now with a low spearing kick. Murphy takes it strongly. Looks to move it by foot. A mark by Petreski-Seaton. Intervening brilliantly was Hutchins. The ball goes over the line. Umpire calls for a throw-in. Ball tossed back in. Vardy thrashes it. He's got the football man. Doherty gets it out of congestion. Decides to keep going. Couldn't complete the mark. Linking by hand. Marking in space was Redden. Opportunity to take the lead. Hooked the kick wide. Headed behind. The Eagles reduce the margin to under a goal.
You've just got to do better there. They would have loved to capitalise on that opportunity.
Simpson considering the options on the kick here. Sinks the slipper into it. Doing well to intercept that kick. Should be simple from here. Move it on. Kick this, and they're in front. Nurses that ball through the big sticks.
No doubt about it.
He puts through his first goal. A time to celebrate. And don't they get around Kennedy.
That came off the back of some good work further up the ground. They're looking more dangerous inside 50 now. Great reward for effort.
Umpire ready to resume play. Tap down. Up for grabs for Vardy. Simpson hits him hard. Thank you. We'll get a ball up. What can you tell us at this stage, Gary?
It's a really good contest out there right now, and it's great to watch.
Umpire calls for the ball. Vardy aims for his man on the ground. Collected by Doherty. I'll have it. And now we'll have a ball up. Vardy slaps it away. Keeps it moving. Petreski-Seaton links up with a chance to run. Kennedy, Campbell's out in front. Walsh puts it on the boot. And the mark will be paid. Takes the mark. A chance to put one through here, Carlton. Intercepts the ball well. Slams it on the boot. Just manages to release the kick. Made his opponent by every bit of that. Brings it out of the pack. Nice work from Shepherd. Looks like the ball will be coming back. The kick from Walsh. Kennedy dug out the loose ball. He has to hold on to those. Clears the congestion. Kennedy spent it before he earned it. Wiedering with quick hands. Plowman quickly onto the boot. The mark has been taken. With a driving kick. Silvani controlling the airwaves on this occasion. Not sure if he has the journey from here. Going for goal number one. A quick handball from Shepherd. Curnow sees off Hearn. Penetrating handball. Turned it over. The ball mopped up. Jetta got the hands free. Hutchings just gets it onto the boot. Over the top of the pack. Wiedering uses it by foot. Open opportunity for Curnow. Does well to cut off the kick. Sweeping handball. Charges with intent. The tackle slipped high and results in a free. Going for goal number one. That one lands into the post. Carlton looking to take the lead with the next one. Hearn looking to bring it back into play. Looks up with a kick. Picked off the deck. Curnow gains possession. Quickly onto the boot. Cripps couldn't hang on to the ball. Anything standing out at the moment for you, Gaz?
I'm really enjoying this one, Hutto.
Finding the loose ball was Nunes. Fends off the tackler. It's a long kick. Petreski-Seaton there to mop up. Uses it now. 1 quarter down and 3 to go. Plenty of football still to be played. The scores are West Coast 16, Carlton 13.
West Coast should be pleased with how they've started. If they can build on that quarter, they'll be hard to stop.
Any thoughts from you, Gaz?
The Blues are doing well to control the ball in the air. They are getting to the right spots to cut off opposition attacks. They just need to be more controlled from this point forward.
Thanks for that, Gaz. The second term ready to get underway. Back in the middle to resume play. Punched away. He gains possession. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Big thump from Natanui. Uses a short handle. Hit the man hard. She puts on a big hit. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Natanui gets onto the ball. Cripps with a penetrating handball. McKay takes the mark. Move it on. This kick will put them in front. A time to celebrate. Another goal. He's kicked a couple now. He loved that one. Carlton are back in front. Clears the contest. Clean from the half volley. Manages to get a hand away. Just gets it onto the boot. Nunes wins the foot race. Marchbank marks it. Almost cut it off. Applying the physical pressure. Tough ball to handle. Handballs to a teammate on the run. Going for goal number one. McGovern wins the ball in the air. Moves it by foot. Walsh takes it well. 50 metres from home. Move it on. Going for goal number one. Unable to put that one through. Carlton by 4 points, deciding where to go with the kicking. Stuck the mitts out there and held on to it. Hutchings kicks it, finds a target. Manages to get a hand to it. The ball spills to McKay. Ball gets cut off. Practicing some fancy moves. Taken by Chi. Takes possession. Barris has the ball. Missed the target. Hutchings steals possession. Releases by hand. Barty gives it off. And now they go. Converting these opportunities could make a big difference to today's result. Move it on. Huge opportunity to grab the lead. That is a stunning goal. Redden getting the crowd involved. West Coast goes back into the lead.
Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score. He did really well there and gets the reward.
Back in the middle now. Thrashes it. Doing well was Cameron. Cripps just fends off his opponent. And now Rioli. He gets his hands on the footy. Sweeping handball from Darling. So close, but just to the line. Once again, they can't convert it to the scoreboard. West Coast lead is now 3.
A bad finish results in the behind. That's a big let-off there. That would have been a big goal. West Coast are getting the ball inside 50 more than the opposition, and at the moment they're capitalising on the scoreboard.
Wiedering weighing up the options now. Murphy puts his body on the line. He wins possession, gets his hands on the ball. Casbolt can link up through hands. Has it now. Did well to get a hand in. Murphy unable to hold on. Vardy keeps it moving. Gives it to Shepherd. Going for goal number one. That's something to smile about. Pretty happy with that one. That's 2 in a row for the Eagles. 9 points the difference.
This is how they can score big, Hutto. If they can do that on a consistent basis, it's massive. It's great to watch, Hutto. Plenty of excitement.
We're back in motion. Natanui got a fist to it. Releases the handball. He's got the footy in his hands. A chance for Gav. Murphy giving away the free kick. Gaff goes with the kick. Shepherd, the better man there. Moves the ball by foot. Good mark there. Quick handball. Redden keeps coming. Cameron gets the ball. It somehow gets over the line. And it's a goal. That's his first. Congratulated by his teammates. West Coast have 3 in a row. West Coast by 15 points.
It hasn't always been clean, but they've got the goal. He knew that was home as soon as it left the boot. West Coast are getting the opposition on turnover. They are working hard without the ball and putting on the pressure to win it back.
We resume hostilities. Punches are clear. McKay now just dismisses his opponent, but he couldn't complete the tackle. Duggan gathers it now. He lays off the pass. He's getting a lot of the ball gas.
He seems to always be in the contest, Hutto.
Walsh with the intercept. Gives the old don't argue. Just gave it away. Kennedy just threw it. Drives the kick hard. He takes the mark. Jetta flicks it over. He has the ball. Has a man running for him. They can create from this. Gathers it now. Just got the hands in the back there. Putting this one through would give West Coast plenty of confidence. Natanui right on the edge of his range.
Move it on.
Going for goal number one. It's only one. West Coast lead Carlton by 16.
Now they've got to sit up and find a way to stop the ball movement. They can't afford to be missing too many chances in front of goal. West Coast are costing themselves with turnover today. They need to find a way to control the play better and stop turning it over.
Wiedering just through it. He takes aim. He delivers with the drop pass. That pushes the lead further out. Vardy celebrating hard. That's 4 in a row for West Coast. The lead is now 22. Gaff shows some physicality. Hands that ball to the opposition. Goddard doesn't get low enough and gives away the free. Moved on by Natanui. Good body work to win the mark.
Move it on.
Hearn fires it up to the square. A bit too hard with a push, and it's a free kick. He drives it. Casbolt contests the hard ball. Casbolt to get the free kick. Puts it on the boot. Murphy takes the mark. Elects to kick. Ryan takes the mark uncontested. Got boot to ball. Schofield marks in a bit of space. Darts it through for another. They stretch their lead with that effort. Look at him, he really enjoyed that one. That's 5 in a row for West Coast. Now they lead by 28.
That goal will be a real confidence boost. You can see he's up and about now. That's a really good team goal. The Eagles keep turning the ball over from their forward thrust. If they can hit more teammates, they can increase the lead.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Picked up by Murphy with the ball now. Darling pushes through with power. Goes for the goals. Sensed the opportunity and was able to take it. Allen loves that goal. West Coast have 6 unanswered goals. The margin is 34. Thumps it clear. Cripps can't hold on to the tackle. Has a runner alongside him. Just manufactures what he could. Puts on a big hit. Martin couldn't stick the tackle. Got boot to ball. Off hands. Dug out the loose ball. Finding the ball with ease.
Great tackling there, mate.
Ryan has a chance to put a second goal on the board. His teammates rush over. That's 7 in a row for the Eagles. The lead is now 40. Vardy just swats it away. He shrugs the tackle off there. Is in his possession. Tries to release the pressure. Able to release the kick. Takes a simple grab. 40 metres out. Martin will be praying he doesn't miss this chance. Carlton now only trail by 39. Unsure of their next move. Ends up turning this ball over. Nunes pushes a low ball. The mark has been taken. He doesn't want to let his teammates down with this shot at goal. This will certainly test him from this distance.
Move it on.
Wiedering with a big chance to convert here. Touchdown. Margin in a really tricky situation. Takes the mark. Wants to keep it moving. Wiedering creates all sorts of problems for his opponent.
Showing some really good pressure there.
35 metres out. An ideal position to be kicking from. If they kick this, they give themselves a chance. Celebrating hard. Carlton trying to work their way back on the scoreboard. We're back in the middle now. Vardy thumps it clear. Trying to avoid everything out there. Got hands to it. Receives the handball and takes off. Gathered by Wiedering. He's lost. Is in his possession. Getting in the way was Shuey. Allen couldn't keep his hands on it. Just put it on the boot. A strong pack mark. 50 metres out. This shouldn't be too difficult for Cripps.
Go.
Going for goal number one. Started the kick wide, and it never came back. West Coast, but 33. March back to bring it in. Plays on. Looks up with the kick. The ball finds Wiedering. Wiedering sends one up towards the wing. Kick by McKay. Intercepted. Finding the ball was Nelson. Ends up with Vardy. And the mark will be paid. Cripps with a chance to line up the goal. Needs a big kick if he's going to put this through. You've seen a half now, Gaz. Your thoughts?
A good first half from West Coast. They can be well pleased with how the game is shaping.
What do the stats tell us, Gaz?
West Coast are allowing too many marks inside the opposition forward 50. If they continue to get beaten in this area, they'll find it difficult to keep the lead.
Cheers, Gaz. An interesting first half. Let's see how the third quarter pans out when we return from after our halftime break. Second half action about to commence. Back with another centre bounce. Natanui guides it down. Murphy with the ball.
Constant pressure and rewarded.
Collects the loose ball. Marks now and can send it back. Kicks it out at the fence. Doherty gets on the end of this.
Well, when you look at the shots at goal, there just hasn't been enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to take a mark. West Coast forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
What are your thoughts at the moment, Gaz?
I'd love for the coach to send a message out there and tell these players to take the game on.
Thank you, Ahmed.
Won it down.
Close pin. Thank you.
Guides it down. Finding the loose ball was Rioli. Taps it down. Curnow puts it to his advantage. Opportunity for Simpson. He's having a big game right now.
He just keeps finding the footy.
Movement by hand. Stuck the mitts out there and held on to it.
West Coast just aren't running for each other or create space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many set shots inside 50.
Get on.
An opportunity for a third goal. Margin in a really tricky situation.
They would have loved to capitalise on that opportunity. A bad finish results in the behind. Carlton have had a stack of uncontested marks, but it's not working for them at the moment. They might need to change how they move the ball to increase their scoring.
Considering the options on the kick-in, Barracks needs to lift.
Yeah, he's having a real quiet match, Hutto.
Curnow onto the ball. Mops up the loose ball, hacking it out of there. unsure of the next move. Nice hands. Puts boot to ball. It's a turnover. Giving it off was Eds. Silvani needs to execute this shot at goal. Drop pass straight through the middle. That will settle his nerves. Gets his first on the board. Carlton looking to build momentum after that goal. He's enjoying that goal. Hammers it. He wins possession. Hutchings cuts it off. Dishes it off. He's got the footy in his hands. It's a turnover. Never on target. Handed behind. 26 points the difference. Looking for options now. Murphy didn't mark it. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
Well, it hasn't had the impact we were expecting.
The umpire will throw it in. Can you tell us anything at the moment, Gaz?
I'd really love it if these teams took the contest to the next level.
Cripps comes away with the ball. He drives it towards goal. You can see that happening right after it left his boot. West Coast starting to exert some dominance now. They lead 63-36. Simpson to bring it back into play. They chase after the loose ball. Missed the target. Just gave it away. Betts spills it. Intercepted. Hands that ball to the opposition. Dismisses the tackler. The ball in the hands of Rioli.
No try.
We'll have another ball up. Vardy thumps it forward. Gaff goes by hand. With the ball now. The handball hits the target. Rioli unloads one towards goal. He celebrates hard after that. West Coast lead by 33. Centre bounce. Vardy gets it down. Slams it onto the boot. Cripps marks uncontested. Moves the ball by foot. Takes that one strongly. Slip with the hands. On up there to mop up. He just throws that ball. He drives it. Barrett gets on the end of this.
Move it on.
Going for goal number one. Short to goal off the West Coast. This kick has extended their lead. He's excited about that one. West Coast have kicked back-to-back goals. Now they lead by 39.
A great bit of play that resulted in that goal. This is how they can score, Big Hutto. If they can do that on a consistent basis, it's massive. West Coast are leading the contested ball numbers. It's always the starting point for a coach to find how well they attack the contest.
The game is back underway. Vardy got in a better position. He's the #1 ranked player on the ground.
He's having a fantastic game.
He gains possession. Natanui earns a free kick. Fans crossing their fingers, hoping he can put this one through the big sticks. This will have to be his very best kick to score from this far. Going for goal number one. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Moves it by foot. Good man, and looks to send it back. Gaff drives the kick. Doing well with the mark. Shuey pops the play on, puts it on the boot. Does well to cut off the kick. Works the ball out of the 50. He gets above the crowd.
West Coast haven't been able to set up many set shots at goal, but I'm not sure that it's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way.
Duggan releases the ball. They can link up now. Seen plenty of it. Gets it away. Goes by hand. She applies a bump. Hits him hard. Coughed up by Nelson. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
He's barely touched the ball lately.
Shuey couldn't snaffle it. Ball gets cut off. What can you tell us, Gaz?
There's just not enough effort out there at the minute.
McGovern now heading to the bench for a break. The umpire will ball it up. Wins the ruck duel. Manages to get out the handball. Slips the handball to Darling. Turned it over. Duggan got under it. Normally a pretty good kick. Let's see what he can do here.
Moving on.
He takes the shot. Nelson presents and takes the mark. Should put this one through.
Moving on.
West Coast finds a way to get that one through. Gets his first. Smiles all round. West Coast could kick the last 3 goals. The margin is 45. Gaff slams it onto the boot. Strong mark in the contest. He spears the ball. Takes a simple grab.
West Coast haven't been able to set up many set shots at goal, but I'm not sure that it's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way.
Looks to move it by foot. Takes an uncontested mark. Chose to kick it. Takes a nice mark. Darling searches for the teammate downfield. Finds the loose ball. Gets the loose ball. Looks with hands. He's got the football now. Lobs the handball. Cripps on the ball. Wins the race to the ball. Simply outplayed his opponent. Uses it by foot. Ball picked up. Uses it now. Hutchings leaps over the top. Elects to kick. Stands tall and marks. Darling decides to go it alone. West Coast fans getting excited about that one. He puts through his first goal. He acknowledges the crowd. West Coast cap 4 on the trot. 51 points the difference.
West Coast have been extremely well organised at the stoppages, and it sees them being able to win the ball from the clearance.
It's cut off by Cripps. Manufactures the handball. He takes the mark. Goes by foot. Ryan looks to get onto the football.
Fantastic tackle. Big tackle.
Good looking kick off the boot. And it's sailed through.
Of course not.
They increase their lead. Gets some reward for his efforts. About to resume hostilities. Thump clear. Gaff picks up the loose ball. Pushes off the tackler. He flicks it over. Dishes it off to a player on the run. Hutchings throws the ball away. Redden not getting much of it, Gaz.
Yeah, he's barely touched the ball, Hunter.
Impressive with a step. Ryan a bit too casual with the tackle. Easily takes the mark.
West Coast just aren't running for each other or creating space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many set shots inside football.
Celebrating hard. Carlton behind by 51. About to resume play. Cruiser does well. He has the ball. Has it now. They really need a goal on the board now. Schofield drops the mark. I haven't seen it for a while, Gaz.
He needs to find a way into this game.
Looking to bring it back into play. Plays onto himself. Hearn drives the kick. Finds a target. Not long left in the third term now. Betts elects to kick. A chance to go to the ball. The ball spills. Walsh links with a teammate who can run. Redden continues to find the ball.
You're right, Hutt.
We head into the final term with West Coast 93 playing Carlton 43.
West Coast will want to keep the foot on the accelerator and finish this last quarter strongly.
Gary, does anything stand out in the stats?
Carlton can't get their hands to the footy. If they can win more of the ball, they can get back into this one.
Thank you very much, Gaz. Umpire ready to begin the last turn. Back in the middle, has the rucks go at it. Natanui won it down. This is Cruiser. Gets a handball away. Takes possession. Clumsy tackle results in a free kick. Natanui spears the ball. He gives chase to the footy. McKay hands it to open space. Gets a hand in. Fails to fend off the tackler.
Brilliant chase.
Gaff puts it on the boot. A chance to reload the attack now. Sinks the slipper into it. Strong with the body and wins the mark.
Well, when you look at the shots at goal, there just hasn't been enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to take the mark. West Coast forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
Handball finds Doherty. Red runs after this one. Kennedy brushed off easily. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. A solid mark from Martin. Decides to kick. A great mark taken there.
Move it on.
A must-kick goal here. Intercepts the ball well. Shepherd keeps that one low. Good mark there.
West Coast have the lead, but they're allowing plenty of opposition marks inside 50. They need to fix up that aspect of the game if they want to stay on top.
A strong mark in the pack for Giovanni. 45 metres out.
Move it on.
A chance to put a second goal on the board. He pumps through the goal. A much-needed goal for Carlton. His teammates rush over, looking to find a way back in this. Tap came from Cruiser. He gets his hands on the footy.
Fantastic pressure there.
Picked up by Cripps. Picks up the loose ball. Kerno going for number one. Gets into some space to mark this. This is kickable by his standards. Normally a good shot on goal.
Go.
He sums up the situation and delivers.
He's enjoying every second of it out there.
Kennedy love kicking that one. That's 3 in a row for Carlton. Carlton closed the gap to 38. Won the hit out. Shuey grabbed it clean. This is Hearn. He can take off after that handball. He has the ball. Dug it out. Hits the target by hand. Is in his possession. Has it now. Rioli knows the opportunity. Congratulated by his teammates. West Coast doing well at the moment. The umpire set the bounce to restart the game. Kerno receives the ball. Cruiser unable to lay the tackle. Off hands from Allen. Got the hands free. He looks like he needs a spell. That ball comes off the post. West Coast lead by 45.
They can't afford to be missing too many chances in front of goal. That's a really poor finish there. Had to find a way to do better. The Blues are doing the right things at the moment. They've taken plenty of marks inside 50, but they haven't converted. And it's costing them right now.
Players move as they look to provide an option. Good mark, and looks to send it back.
They're doing really well to chew some time off the clock here.
Kennedy celebrates with the fans. This margin is becoming a bit of a task to peg back now.
West Coast aren't making the most of their hit-outs. It's going straight to the opposition.
That tackle just too high. Kerno with a spearing kick. Vardy failing to get near it, Gaz.
That's right, Hutto. He just can't seem to get into the game.
A strong pack mark. 10 metres out. Carlton send one home. He's got a couple now starting to get into this game. Kennedy couldn't be happier with that goal. The margin's big, but there should be enough time left to play. We resume hostilities.
West Coast need to be far more competitive with their clearance work. They can't win games that way.
Cripps handballs. Allen gets in a good position. 50 metres from home. Can he put it through? Rioli has opened up. West Coast beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 107-61. Simpson kicks hard along the boundary line. Moved on by Guidry. And the mark will be paid. Doherty Doherty uses it by foot. Good mark there.
West Coast haven't been able to set up many set shots at goal, but I'm not sure that it's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way.
Looks like the ball will be coming back. Rioli with a chance if he can keep his cool. Murphy looks in need of a spell. Ends up turning it over. Hearn wants to keep it moving by hand. Handball's under pressure. Releases the handball. Did well not to confuse himself. Found space for an easy goal.
Well, I think to trap this ball inside their own 50 and cause a turnover.
West Coast with the ascendancy over Carlton, leading 108 to 61. Simpson throws the ball away. West Coast would love to make the most of this opportunity. Jetta hoping to kick Trulin with this shot.
Move it on.
Going for goal number 1. West Coast by 8 goals. Goddard with the responsibility of kicking it in. Marks all alone. Kick by Doherty. It's a foot race to get this one. Clean pick up by Gredden. Gives a don't argue. Ball ends up with the opposition.
Thank you.
Now it's a ball
I
up.
hate to say it, Hutto, but this game is over.
With the ball now. McKay sends it clear of the contest. Doherty moves it now. Somehow got the ball out. Cameron now. He's got the football now. Just gave it away. The loose ball picked up. Hutchings dishes it off. Takes possession. The mark is taken by Gredden. Chooses to play on. Pretty lucky to get that free.
Move it on.
Murphy kicks it. The ball ends up with Walsh. Goes with the kick. Cripps with an easy mark.
West Coast just aren't running for each other or creating space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn any set shots inside 50.
Does well to keep it in play. He gives it a ride. While trio to go. He's enjoying that goal. Carlton produced the margin. We're back in motion.
West Coast are making the most of their ruck dominance. It's one area of their game that seems on top here.
Lobs the handball. Simpson lobs the handball. Murphy finds his man on the move. 45 metres out.
Move it on.
Looking to kick goal number 2. Betts sends it through the big sticks for a goal. Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. Carlton have 3 in a row. Carlton now only trailed by 36. Natanui won the duel. Cripps collected the ball well. The umpire calls for a stoppage. Slapped away. Murphy gets the handball away. Dug out by Cripps. He's had a stellar match. Ball is tight and just a -3.
Now they've got to set up and find a way to stop the ball movement. That's a big let-off there. That would have been a big goal. The Blues still trail, but at least they're taking their opportunities in front of goal. West Coast have turned the ball over a lot trying to play aggressively. It's where they turn it over. This doesn't make it as dangerous.
McGovern dug out the loose ball. Slams it on the boot. Hutchings has a great set of hands. With a driving kick. Ends up turning this ball over. Nunes goes with the kick. Gathered by Walsh. He's really making an impact in this game, Gaz.
Yes, I know. He's a class act.
There'll be a ball up close to goal. What can you tell us at this stage, Gary?
This game needs a spark at the moment.
There'll be a ball up close to goal. Swanson, he gets his hands on the footy. Duggan does the ball. Hutchings Hutchings gets on the end of that handball. The mark is taken by Allen.
West Coast have the lead, but they're allowing plenty of opposition marks inside 50. They need to fix up that aspect of their game if they're to stay on top.
A stab kick from Brioli. Cripps, urged on by the crowd, prepares the kick. Goes by foot. Marks now and can send it back. The kick from Cripps. An incredible victory. They were down at one stage and rallied and fought back to win. Gaz, what really stood out for you today?
West Coast looked poor at one stage, but they came back and had a really gutsy win.
Thanks for that. Final scores are 109 to 74. Thanks for joining us, Gaz, but that's all we have time for.
It was great being here, Hutto. I can't wait for the next match.